Hello and welcome to another edition of the Stench of Truth. I would like to comment on a few things for your perusal. First of all is the inane stupidity of the populist rhetoric of Barack Obama in one of his first official sort of re-election speeches, where he blathers on and on about a middle class that he has systematically fucking hammered in every fucking way, as though he cares about you, which he doesn't. He is a tool and a fucking puppet, and that is all he ever was, and it is all he ever will be. And yet, I imagine there are people out there just giddy with excitement about his new populist talk, and how he's going to do something for middle-class America, and how he's really going to fight hard to bring you jobs and do all of the wonderful things that he promised to do and never did, and in fact did the exact opposite of in his first term as president. So to all the fools, fucking idiots and stupid morons out there who buy into any of this fucking shit that spews out of his goddamn mouth, I say, well, when you get what you pay for, you get what you pay for. You buy junk, you get junk. You buy into this shit and elect a president as though we even have elections, and as though a president even matters. But he's bought and paid for by other people, and you have nothing to do with it. So I just want to point out that this is the kind of thing that is done in the political circus that we have. All of a sudden, he's out there fighting for the people, and I'm sure he'll be out there with his shirt sleeves rolled up, showing that he's a worker. I'm a working guy. I got my look, my shirt sleeves are rolled up. He might even wear a plaid shirt, maybe blue jeans too, because he's down with the middle class. He's down with the 99%. Fuck you, asshole. Save your fucking rhetoric, because I ain't buying it. And nobody else should either, because you've shown completely who you work for in every possible fucking way. Also, I'd like to talk about MF Global and the catastrophic losses suffered there. Now, Corzine comes before the Congress to give testimony and says that he just doesn't know where the money went. He just has no idea what happened to it. It just, I just don't know. And I'm really sorry, and it's terrible and bad. I just don't know. Well, let me see. You're given responsibility and trust as the CEO of a group that handles money and investments for people. And you have no idea where the fucking money is. And you are supposed to just go about your business? What do you fucking get paid for? Do any of you motherfuckers get paid to do anything? You sit there in a goddamn room and you make what? $10 million as a fucking bonus for what? When you're called to fucking account, you say, I have no idea what happened to the money. Are you in charge, or are you not? And if you're fucking in charge, then your ass needs to go to fucking jail, along with everybody else who is in on the fucking scam. And if you sat there signing fucking papers, not even knowing what the fuck you were doing, your ass needs to go to fucking jail too. I'm sick of it. And I think anybody who would have the fucking nerve as the CEO of a fucking bank or investment fund or whatever the fuck they're the fucking head of, to have the fucking nerve to say I have no idea what happened to this thing that I'm running. Give me a fucking break! What a fucking joke. And of course, the pedophilia thing is not dying down, but is instead growing ever larger. Sandusky rearrested, a larger bond placed on him, which apparently he did pay, and is out under house arrest with an ankle bracelet, as 2 more victims come forward. Now, it is becoming more and more clear that the quote-unquote charity that he was so involved with, the Second Mile, was in fact nothing but a pedophilia playground. Now, it looks as though this is all going to fall on Sandusky at this point in time, who seems to be going out of his way giving interviews that make him sound like a perverted old man, even while he denies the charges. It seems like they're going to try to pin everything on him, but I guarantee you in any of these organizations like this, they're crowded with child molesters and pedophiles. And all these people occupy positions of authority in some fashion or another. And this just goes to show you that it goes back further in time, that these allegations have been around. There's no way that the people at Penn State did not know about this long before this came about. And there's no way that any of those people can be held blameless. So Penn State needs to go down, and I'm sure with Louie Freeh running the investigation up there, everything will be handled real nice. Just like Oklahoma City bombing was handled great. Just like Waco was handled great. Just like all the wonderful things that Louie Freeh did when he was head of, what, FBI or Justice Department, one of them two. Yeah, so you can bet they'll get to the bottom of it. They'll get to the bottom of it, and then they'll cover it all up. Real nice and neat. Package it up all on Jerry Sandusky and expect everybody to believe that this pimped out boys network of Second Mile and probably the vast host of other children's charity organizations was just being preyed on by this one fucking psycho sick motherfucker. And that's the way they'll package it up. And that's the way they'll sell it. I don't expect any of you to believe that. Not for a minute. But this is the kind of scams they run. And I would like to recommend a very nice blog, Deadeye blog. The Deadeye blog at, I think it's a WordPress blog. I'll see if I can find a link. I'll put it in there, in the description box. The guy wrote a very, very good piece about Ron Paul. I think it's called The Globalist's Briar Patch. Pointing out how globalists, multinational corporations and banks and all these big powerhouses and power players, to them Ron Paul is the briar patch to Brer Rabbit. In other words, oh please Brer Fox, don't throw me into the briar patch. Anything, skin me alive, but don't throw me in the briar patch. So multinationals, I'm sure, are quaking in their boots at the thoughts of completely unrestricted trade where they will be able to invade every market and dumb everybody down to the lowest common denominator of coolie wages and no limits on work weeks and no leave. All of the wonders of free trade. Free, unlimited trade. Yes, Ron Paul, the briar patch of the globalist Brer Fox. So I'll put a link up there. You can read it for yourself and see what you think. But I think it is a very well done piece. So that's it for this time. Thank you. Good night.